This news article created $1 million in damages, and one man had to pay $574,000 just for reposting it. This is the wildest property story in Singapore right now, and it just ended in the High Court. In December 12, 2024, Bloomberg publishes a story that cited two very specific transactions. Minister Shanmugam's former Queen Astrid Park bungalow, which sold to UBS trustees for $88 million through a trust, and Minister Tan See Leng's $27.3 million Brisbane Park purchase, made without lodging a caveat. Hold that word. Caveat, because it decides the entire case. 7 days later, both ministers send letters of demand. Proforma correction directions land on Bloomberg and on the Online Citizen, which republicized the story on its own website. Bloomberg's response, instead of closing it down, it opened it up even further, lifting its paywall so that non-subscribers can read it, whilst the Online Citizen's editor, Terry Su, refuses to take down his post or apologize. So the ministers sued in their own personal capacity, not via the government. Terry Su never filed a defense, so he loses by default and was ordered to pay $420,000 in damages and $154,000 in legal cost. So that's $574,000 in total for republishing someone else's article. Meanwhile, Bloomberg fights back. 7 days of trials, internal emails, and early drafts all examined in open court. And finally, the verdict came out. Justice Audrey Lim ruled that the article was defamatory, finding it suggested that the ministers structured their deals to avoid scrutiny. It awarded $460,000 to the ministers. Bloomberg said that it was disappointed, but it stands by its reporting. Singaporeans often like to say durian, which is throw face. But now you know, in this legal context, their faces were worth around $440,000. Both ministers have come out to say that they would donate the damages to charity. Now, the property lesson that most seem to miss, a caveat is an optional notice lodged with the Singapore Land Authority to protect their interest in the deal. These are usually lodged by your own CPF or your bank. The courts found that non-caveated deals were still accessible through SLA land title ownership documents. So not caveating doesn't mean that the deal is completely invisible. It can still be found via SLA. So it's important to understand the implications that a property transaction may have and the strategies that you can employ. This is Zen from Smart Salad. Follow me for more property news, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!